Hi, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Catherine. I am very excited to have with me two fabulous ladies, Melissa Lamson and Kimberly Mylls, and they are the co-creators of Recreate. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So let's talk about first the fact that you're both very accomplished women. I just want to let our viewers know a little bit about your background. Melissa, you're an executive coach, author of 6 books, and you're a speaker who has shared leadership strategies and programs with major companies all over the world. Kimberly, you have had a 20-year career in marketing and advertising. You call yourself a serial entrepreneur, which I love. You co-authored a book. You are a leadership coach, trainer, speaker, co-founder of a nonprofit for kids, and co-host of a popular podcast called Kiss Corporate Goodbye. Love that title. Ladies, very accomplished. So good to chat with both of you.
Thank you. Great to talk to you too.
Thank
We're in good company. We feel like you're so accomplished too.
Well, thank you so much. And I know we're going to do a little collaborating in the near future. So I want to talk a little bit about that, what that looks like specifically with Recreate and what that is all about. You describe it as an action tank for women. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so an action tank does more than just think. So we thought think tank wasn't really enough. Kim and I both have had a lot of experiences with masterminds and incubators, coaching programs, and think tanks. And we thought, gosh, what would sort of summarize this program? Because it's really unique and different from all of those, or really a combination of all of those and more, if you will. And we thought action tank was really the perfect phrase.
Well, you both have so much experience working with women all over the world. Was there something happening professionally or personally in your individual lives, or that you saw, happening in the community that made you both think, we need to create something, an action tank specifically for women at a certain age or point in their lives?
Yes, we were both, we're going to just say it, we both were 50, and we were going through that, what's next? Like, what do we want the second half of our lives to be like? Where can we leave a legacy? And we both really like our careers, we like what we do, but we really wanted to do something more. And we talked to a lot of different women, and what we were hearing was, we want to be around like-minded people. We're 50, but we feel like we're just getting started. And what we want to do next, we want to do it big. We want to create a better life. We want to create a better world, and we want to have an impact. And so we really focused on how can we help those women who are 50 and up really create an environment where they could network with the best of the best, where they could get the kind of, we kind of say a crash MBA course in business, from taking your idea from an idea to a reality. And what would that look like? And how could we combine that with tons of fun? Because we also found that women kind of in their 50s stopped having the kind of fun that we used to have when we were younger. And so we really thought recreate and recreate, they go hand in hand, because when you could be creative and when you could have fun, that's when inspiration can come.
And this is not a networking group, because I know we have talked about this before. A lot of women get to a certain age and we're just done with networking groups. We're kind of over it. We're looking for something new, fresh and new, right?
That's right. So, networking is great when you're starting your career, maybe even mid-career, you're looking for a bit of a shift or a change. But at this point, we all have incredible networks. And so that's actually one of the reasons why Kim and I joined forces, is to bring our network together, as well as to bring the networks of these 35 women who will be going through the 9-month program together, bring their networks together, in order to really support all of these great ideas, whether it's a business idea, a charity, an organization, a book project, even a plan to rise up the corporate ladder in a different or quicker way. That's really the essence of it. But we already have those networks. And so the networking group per se isn't as necessary. It's really now, how do we use these networks in a targeted way to really make an impact for ourselves, but also each other?
And this is a 9-month program, as you mentioned. Talk to me a little bit about what will that 9 months consist of? What will women gain in those 9 months? How does it look like what does it look like, or what will it look like from beginning to end?
So I'll talk about the fun part, and then Melissa will talk about the detail part. So I mean, like I said, we want to create something that you've never seen before. So there are some very important skills that they're going to learn, tools, mindset tools, and Melissa's going to talk a little bit more, but we're also going to combine that with amazing new experiences, amazing speakers like yourself. We've got bucket list things planned for people so that every month you can be checking things off your bucket list. We're going to be celebrating with some big events at some extraordinary places so that we can also really recreate. And I'm going to let Melissa handle the recreate part.
Yeah, so the program consists of 4 real pillars, and the first one is refining the vision. So people will come in with a dream or an idea that they've had, and that they're kind of want to noodle on, and we'll really help them refine it, which is why it's a 2-day retreat, because we want to give it a little more space and time to get it really honed in. And then the second workshop, day-long workshop, will be about building the plan. So what do we need to have in place to make sure that this vision comes to life? Then the third workshop will be around selling and funding that. And in fact, we're so lucky we have Golden Seeds. They're going to come in and do a workshop. They're the only VC fund that supports women-owned businesses and projects. And so they're going to come in and do a workshop called Access to Capital. And so how to do that. And then the last workshop event will be really how to launch this. So we'll give everybody the tools and the methods and the strategies and the networks and everything they need to really be ready for launch. And that last launch workshop, that will end in an event, as Kim said, also a big fun kind of blowout party. But in addition to that, we're going to have a pitch competition. The pitch competition will be presented in front of a panel of judges. Those judges are all successful women in their own right, and they will basically select one of the women who they feel presented the best idea or presented the idea in the best way, and they will win a sum of money, which is basically out of a fund that we've created. So in addition to the program, we've also created a separate fund called the Recreate Fund, and that's a portion of the proceeds of the membership fees, if you will. And that will go into the fund, and then those monies can be won at the pitch competition and will go to seed the project or company or charity that the woman presents. So it's a pretty exciting event at the end.
It's very comprehensive, it sounds, and very fascinating. So for the women that you are hoping, the 35 women you're hoping will collaborate in these 9 months, what specifically are you looking for from them, or where should they be perhaps in their careers? Is there something specific there?
I think we're looking for a couple of things. Somebody who has a burning desire to make a difference, somebody who wants to really create something that they've had this dream in their heart and they just haven't been able to execute it because of all kinds of things. You know, a lot of us have fears that we're going to help people overcome. So I think somebody who has a burning desire that really wants to make an impact. And I think on their career, somebody who has had a successful track record and has accomplished some of their goals, but that one goal that they're still thinking about, you know, I like to say, if you have a dream in your heart, you have it for a reason, because you can make it happen. And we just want to give them the space to make it happen. I don't know if you want to add anything. Oh, go ahead. Did you want to add anything, Melissa?
Well, I think you said it perfectly, but I think the point is that they really do have some ideas in mind, and they've been successful. They've had successful careers or run successful companies or had successful projects. They've maybe raised their families, and they're in this place now where they have the space and time to devote really focused time to execute on something that they've always been excited about, for sure.
I know every time I'm around women who are very like-minded and energetic, and they have, you know, great goals and great dreams, there's a lot of collaboration that ends up happening between those women. Do you see that happening too with 35 women that you put together?
Absolutely. In fact, we've seen some of the ideas that some of the women have been sharing, and Melissa and I are blown away. And we then started to see other people like, I could help you with this and do this. So that's our goal, is to create this, inner circle where you really are that 1 degree away from anything and anyone, so we can connect, collaborate, but really make a difference, because we're watching what these ladies want to do. And when we can accomplish that, we can actually make a huge impact on the world.
And that's an important point too. We kind of missed that piece of the program. We actually have curated an opportunity to do that really specifically with something we call creation pods. So they're the 4 live events, but then in between the live events, the women will meet in groups of 5 to 6, and we're going to ensure that they're a diverse perspectives, diverse experiences that will be in that group, and really carry each other through the program, holding each other accountable and supporting with, again, resources, experience, network, advice, but primarily really just being there as an accountability partner. So kind of like a Vistage model, if you've seen that. And the research shows that people are 95% more successful when they have a group of people who, to your point, Catherine, are supporting them and collaborating with them and holding them accountable to their goals.
Makes absolute sense. I know from my own experience that has certainly made a difference. Let's talk about the timeline a little bit. So the interview process goes through the end of the year, so December, and then you kick off with a 2-day summit in January, correct?
That is correct. Mid-January, January 14th and 15th. So we're interviewing now through the end of the year for fabulous, amazing, entrepreneurial-minded women who want to make a difference.
And what is the process then for them to be able to be interviewed and possibly be included in Recreate?
So a lot of it is by invitation only. So hopefully you'll get an invitation from somebody. We are also doing live Zoom informational, 30-minute happy hours and coffee talks. And that will give you a really good overview of the program. And from there, you can set up a one-on-one interview with Melissa and I, and we'll go through more details of the process and really get a feel for what somebody wants to create.
So they can go to the website then and find out more information.
They can go to the website. It's recreatenow.org, and they can set up a one-to-one call with us right away just to see if it is the right fit for them.
Great. Recreatenow.org is the website. And you mentioned the 2-day summit that's going to kick all of this off in January. And I'm very excited to be your keynote speaker for that summit. Yes. And really, I so am in tune with what you're doing, because, you do reach a certain age and you've accomplished, you feel like everything you set out to do when you were younger. And now you're kind of thinking, I'm ready for a transition of some kind. I'm ready to make a change. I'm ready to do something different because maybe your priorities have shifted. And I probably would think that a lot of women are going through that right now, especially with COVID, where it's given so many women an opportunity to really think about, what have I always wanted to do that I could never do? And now with this time, I'm able to do it, right?
And that's really what happened with Melissa and I. We started to just think about, how could we pivot? How could we make a bigger impact? If we could do everything that we both love to do and let enjoyment lead, which is one of our philosophies, what would that look like? And that's how Recreate was really born. It was a passion for both of us to be able to really, and I know this is a little bit overused term, but to really empower women, but to help other women, like empower other women too. We want to give them the tools and the mindset and everything they need to be successful.
Well, I love it, ladies. Thank you so much for including me. And I'm hoping that women who are listening and watching this will, hop on the website, and they might just be the exact woman that you're looking for. And you may be exactly what they need.
We hope so. We're looking forward to it, and we can't wait to.
We're so honored to have you, Catherine, too.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very much looking forward to it. So once again, it's recreatenow.org. Ladies, best of luck to you the next couple of months. You interview probably some fantastic women. I don't envy you because I know you have to whittle it down to 35 women. That's going to be hard, I'm sure.
We're looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best of luck, ladies. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching Conversations with Catherine. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment while you're here. I'll see you next time.